and welcome to another episode of Alternative Viewpoint. In this episode, I am interviewing Zenaida, who is a long-term tenant in Cavendish Court. She is a single mother with a teenage daughter. Her daughter grew up in Cavendish Court, having moved in when she was a baby. Zenaida would like to speak about her experience living in a building that is substandard for the past 12 years. Her disappointment with having a garden but no access to it, and the poor maintenance that affects her safety. She tells of the effects of living with sewage spills, mosquitoes, and vermin, all of which have deprived her of a rich and fulfilling life in a building that she calls her home. Hi there, Zenaida.
Hi.
Can you tell me how long you've lived in the building?
Yes, I live for 12 years in this building.
That's a very long time.
It's a lot, long
Do you-
time. Yeah, I love it because it's more close the nursery, the school. So I'm on top of the building, which I think is I'm very close of a shopping center with the schools. So this is the first thing I want to be here in this flat.
And when you first moved into this building, what did you think of it?
Very nice. It was quite nice, very clean. My daughter at that time I was nearly 1 year, and she had very nice place to play on a park on a garden, and yeah, it was very quiet, very nice. So I was happy to stay here. Yes,
I know when you moved in, your daughter was very young, and
very young.
you had a pram at the time,
Yes, Prime.
and you had to bring the pram up and downstairs,
Yes,
3 floors.
3 floors.
Was that a problem?
It was very problem because I had the space on the parking, but someone said to me, I'm not allowed to leave the prime in the parking, so I have to carry my the prime all the time. I didn't have any space, or to think about me. Someone to tell me, look, you can't carry shopping, prime, and the daughter on the same time. So sometimes I have to put my daughter on the stairs to bring one more stairs to with the shopping center prime. Yes, I didn't was allowed to keep the prime down.
You shouldn't really keep the pram in the
Parking.
parking because it
It
will
didn't
get
was
stolen.
safe for
Yeah, it
he
wasn't
said to me, my lady landlord, it's not safe to leave on a parking.
Yeah,
Yes.
but you got over that though,
Yes, of course.
because the building was nice and you
It
liked
was
it.
nice and I
Yeah.
enjoy, yeah.
And when did you notice the problems in the building?
Problem is it started with maybe 6, 8 years. After few years it was nice beginning. But after that you start to see uh, 30 on the corridors, damaging the doors. It was very open all the time. Damage on the carpets, no paintings. On the garden, it was the same, more messy, more smelly. Yeah.
And did you actually speak to your landlady about that?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
What did she say?
Try her best to speak with the managers.
Did you find
Building.
yeah? When did you? I know that you said that you used to go into the garden a few times.
Yes.
When did you stop going to the garden?
I stopped 5, 7 years ago to go and spend time on the garden because of smell and smell, and sometimes it was blocked, so it was messy from the other flats and stay in the garden, and the smell as well from the toilet, and the mosquito and insect. It was a lot. So for my daughter and for me as well, it didn't was safe and healthy. So we stopped staying in the garden because of the smell.
Also, it wasn't pretty to look at, was
Of
it?
course, everything. It was just messy, dirty, mouse. Sometimes I was scared to stay there because the mouse. And my daughter, it was runny. Sometimes I have to stop her run because the mosquito come on her mouth. So I stopped staying in the garden. From that time on, I see it's not healthy for my daughter. So
Did you ever see uh, wildlife like butterflies or
mhm,
bees,
you
maybe
can't
a
see this because of
birds?
the smell. Only mosquito.
Mm. Okay.
So I stop staying. Just I pass. Yes, I
Mm.
pass every day, and I don't like it. Sad because it's very nice.
Mm.
We should be more things, more clean, more stuff to stay to spend time on a garden, not just in a flat.
Yeah, exactly. Though there's a nice space out there, and had it been a lovely garden,
Sure,
you could
yeah,
have
yeah.
had your daughter's birthday party there.
I
You could have,
never, I never, I never. I wish to do like stay there to have a nice barbecue or something. No
yeah,
possible because of the smell.
yeah. So yeah, you could have, you could have your daughter's friends
Play
over,
games
40,
or
30, 40 kids playing around
picnic.
there, have a picnic, have parties, and you could have put in bouncing castle because it's a big
Exactly.
garden.
But
So
it's
it was where,
no, I didn't have
yeah,
a chance to do this.
yeah,
I wish to do for her, because of the mess and the
mm,
dirty and the smell of from the rubbish
yeah.
containers.
Mm. How does that make you feel that you can, you
Sad because I love this flat. It's very nice. The lady landlord is very nice. We've been here for 12 years.
mm,
Because of that, I'm still here. Because of the flat where I stay day every and I sleep. But to go out and because what happened on around of the building, I don't like it at all. Right now, it start to be more worse. You can see you not safe anymore.
mm. Would you think that if the garden was nice, was better, would it, and would other people respect this building more if this building was better maintained?
Yes, it's a lot of potential to be on a garden. You can have a lot of places to do like a playground, for kids to play, for
Mm,
me to read a book on stay on a bench, to stay next to the flowers, to plant sometimes if to stay in nature,
mm.
not just in a flat. But we don't have this kind of situation right now.
Yeah, it means you don't have to go far. Like you
Yes,
don't
of
have
course.
to go to the park. You have a nice park right
It's very
outside.
nice outside,
Yeah,
but we
you
don't have
can.
all this, so I
Yeah,
have to go in a park.
yeah. So during lockdown, for example, when everybody was everybody had to stay indoors. I mean, because everybody wasn't allowed to socialize. Having the garden would have been very beneficial because some you could have shared the garden and take it in turns. People could have taken in turns to use the garden
Right.
during lockdown, right? So maybe one family use it one day, another family use it another day. Then it would have given them. Um, it would have meant that people didn't have to be stuck indoors. So it would have been good for mental health reasons
Yes.
to have
Oh,
the space out there.
I didn't.
Yeah,
So I
during
have to go over Catford Bridge station.
yeah, yeah,
It's a nice park over there.
yeah.
So there are those nice flowers. Exactly what we need to do in lockdown to stay in nature. But we didn't have
Do
a
you know
chance.
who maintains this building?
No, I know the name of a manager is Brad. Um, so one more lady person, but I don't know remember very much.
Hmm. This building has had several different managing agents. Do you think that the current managing we have took over in 2017? So that was about 7 years ago.
Oh,
That was about the time that you said that this building started to look
start to
really bad.
be better every year. Now it's more worse than before last year.
Yeah,
So I don't see any progress or any job done.
no.
It's getting worse and worse. I don't see what it them done last year, even 2 years ago,
Mm,
because it's the same. Nothing changed.
yeah. And do you think that the state of this building has the look of it, has it affected you, like how you live here?
Of course,
Yeah.
because now I want to. Summer is end now, but I didn't spend any half day on a garden this summer.
Mm,
So my daughter, she asked me, Mom, one day we move out because really I want to stay in out in nature, to have a to stay in the sun. We always have to live far away because we go garden. I tell to everyone, I got nice garden, but we can't stay there because it's no good maintenance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know that so your idea now is you want to move into a house where you can have your own garden
Yeah.
and then you can do.
Exactly, because you can't stay in the summer is nice. You have a garden, you have everything, and you can't uh, and it's not clean. It's not outside out there. The entrance is not safe. Always the doors is open.
Yeah, in terms of the safety of this building, have you noticed?
It's not safe anymore.
So, okay.
Been on a night, sometimes about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, see a lot of people staying on the stairs, banging on the doors. Anybody can come in.
Mm,
The doors is always open. It's not locked properly.
mm,
And third, are doing a lot of messy on the stairs. In the morning when I go to work, I see a lot of alcohol bottles. Someone is done urine on the stairs.
yeah, somebody's peed on.
Yes,
You're talking about the steps outside the building, the main entrance, right?
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So there's people
You
who
can see the people take drugs, stay there next to the doors, drinking.
are taking drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, drinking and
So it's
taking
not
drugs.
safe anymore. Yes,
Yeah.
because it's not the door is not closing properly.
Mm. And is this recent or has it been going since 2012? Has this problem?
No,
No?
this is start just 5 years, get every day more worse now.
Yeah. And also the rubbish. You mentioned a
Rubbish,
lot of rubbish.
rubbish is old. It's like sometimes I'm shy to say this is I live where I live
Yeah.
because it's so much rubbish and around of flat
Mm.
outside. The I'm just shy to say I go inside because how the dirt is.
Yeah. And it's because it's down to the managing agent and they haven't done
Sad
haven't done
because when I come here first time, it was so nice and clean and fresh. And now, like I said, sometimes I feel embarrassed how much rubbish, and nobody does do absolutely nothing about it.
Mm. Have you looked at other properties to move out? Have you ever thought about that?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
I'm looking, I'm still searching because I'm not very safe.
Yeah. Also, then now there's actually foxes in the garden, so you should be extra careful
Yeah.
when you're going. In terms of the residents in the building, do you think they're friendly? Do you talk to anybody in the building? Has anybody spoken in the building?
So
Speak.
sometimes we say hello, we say hi. Uh, is the one a nice lady on a number 9 or 10? I say sometimes hello. Number 14. Number 14 is a very nice say hello.
No, number 14 is Simon.
Okay.
No, no, no. Number 9.
Number 9,
Yeah,
yes.
number 14. Yeah.
Yeah, number 9 is the lady Spanish. We say hello sometimes, yeah. Friendly.
Have you spoken to other people about the state of the building?
No, only my lady Leonard. Yeah.
No, nobody has. You're not aware if anybody's made any complaints about the state of the building either.
No, I don't speak very much with just we say hello. Or should someone should do complaint
Mm,
because my lady Leonard she suffer.
yeah, yeah.
She suffer because uh, she's the landlord and nobody look after.
You said that there was a time when you smelled sewage in the in
Yes, in
while
the
you were in the
garden.
flat.
Yes, in the flat as well.
Mm.
It's coming smell most
Coming through
every
the
time.
kitchen.
Yes, in the house, the smell come from the toilet. We've been looking where the smell come from the kitchen sink and from toilet smell.
Yeah.
A lot of smell.
Mm,
We sometimes we don't know. Usually when it's the summer,
mm.
when it's hot, sometimes it's coming so much smell you can't get rid of the smell.
Really?
Yes.
Um, you said, and you said it's coming from outside or
From outside,
from
when you
outside.
open the door, the windows in the summer, you can't, because the smell of from outside from conduct
Mm,
is coming in the kitchen, or if I open, it's coming from the conducts. Yeah.
yeah, and also one time you saw the sewage in the garden. It
Yes.
like,
It's still now on the wall. If you come and see, you can see the wall 30 of toilet rest. You know how you say
on the
on the wall.
on the wall. Yeah.
Yes, how we
Was that place ever cleaned after the sewage spill? Was it cleaned? Do you know? Were you
not
aware?
the buildings. I don't know, but
No.
no.
I looked at the place and it looks like it wasn't clean. The
It's
where the
not. I didn't see
trees,
no one
yeah,
cleaning. That's why I think the smell is still there.
where it's spilled, which was next to a drain, and
I didn't see, so I can't
yeah,
say. But the
well,
smell is still there, and the marks you can see on a wall. If you
mm,
go, you can see them.
mm. And if so, that was very bad. If it wasn't clean, then that was very bad
It was
because
very much. It was all the garden, half garden. It was uh, swim on rest of the from toilet. Swiss, how you call?
sewage, yeah, the
Sewage.
sewage,
It was, let's say, it was pee poo from the toilet.
yeah. But the thing is, if
So from that time, the mosquito get worse.
mm,
So you you can't go in a garden
yeah,
because the mosquitoes stuck there on the, there's,
yeah,
this is honesty. You
yeah.
can't stay in a garden because of the mosquito of the smell. From what happened in that time, it's more worse now. So
Well,
yeah,
that I don't think that bit was ever cleaned properly, and
who
they
who
had to
is
clean it properly.
exactly
Yeah,
who is uh, crazy to stay in a park. You want to stay in a fresh air. For
yeah,
I'm not gonna stay in a garden because it's not fresh air. It's a infection.
yes, it's
So I
infection.
prefer to go on a far away
Mm.
to get some fresh air.
Well, that
Sad. It's
yeah,
very sad
mm,
because I pay rent
yeah,
and I deserve to have a nice accommodation.
yeah,
And I'm so sorry to say that, but for there's no point to stay longer or to pay rent, which you can pay rent another like tenant. I
mm,
can have a nice garden and I pay the same money or a little bit I prefer, but to have a garden, to have
yeah,
a fresh, to have
yeah,
a clean, not to stay and smell uh, all the dirt from conduct, from a parking. You want to go on a parking, it's very messy, dirty, full of water on the floor. Is when it's raining, it's a water. And a park, and a garden. Sorry to say park. In a garden is always you can't have 10 minutes, 50 minutes to where to stay. I don't have a bench. It's not where to have a relax.
mm,
You go to throw away the rubbish. It's everywhere. Rubbish is everywhere. When you come on a building, it is not safe because everyone, all the homeless are staying there on the stairs, smoking, s- urine, and doing all that business over there.
weeing, peeing, yeah,
Pee and drinking alcohol. Sometimes Demi says, I'm sorry when I come from work. And I said, I make sure I close the door
yeah,
properly. And sometimes I'm very worried because is the door open?
hmm,
And I said, anytime, any homeless can come and sleep on the stairs in
yeah,
a building.
mm,
So it's not safe.
yeah. Mm. So that was very good. Thank you. Very
Yeah.
informative. I haven't actually, as you know, I have been fighting to get this building cleaned up. So, I want to say that I'm sorry that I wasn't able to do anything, but there has been a lot of problems between the directors in this building, between people arguing and people wanting to do people who don't know how what they're doing. So, but they want to be directors, but they did not do the job properly. And also the managing agent, prime property managing agent, they're complacent. They don't know how to do the job either. So they put the blame on the directors. They, rather than doing the work, they just put the blame on the directors. So that's not,
It's
which
not
I
fair
agree
for
with.
my landlord. Only
Yeah.
what I want to say is not fair for my landlord. Because of her, I'm still here.
Yeah.
Not for because of her. She's very good honor to me, and she accept me and help me all the time to have everything what I need, like accommodation, good heating done, to have everything what I need in a flat. To know, always she ask me, do you want the air conditioner in the summer? Always to look after me like a tenant, to feel comfortable in a flat. Knows how hard it is for me because I can't be in the garden. So that's why I'm still here, the 12 years.
What do you think
Because
of the garden now since they removed all the plants? What do you think of
that's
it?
very sad. Look, very sad garden.
Yeah, you
It's
know
no
that.
life. It's not it's no life. Where I come from, East Europe, garden must to be with flowers, to be with tree, with the grass, to have a one bench or a water fountain or something, to have a no pleasure to stay in. But it's nothing.
Yeah,
It's sad.
yeah.
What I can
Well,
say, sad.
yeah. After we've got new directors now, and after it was the new directors who decided that they would uh, decimate all the plants in the garden and removed everything. And his response after that was to say, nobody expects Kew Gardens.
That's very uh, sad, very stupidness, to be honest. Because in these days, everyone looking for green.
Yeah,
What mean green?
yeah,
Green look after plants.
yeah,
Don't cut trees. Yes, to plant. My country says, and I see in England the same. Every day it's nice to plant one tree,
yeah. Well,
not to broke
you're
one
right.
tree.
Yeah, you're right when you said that this garden should have the flowers. It should have a fountain, and there's there's space enough to make this garden
Oh
really
yes,
nice. So to have a fountain, to have statues, to have rows, to have pergolas where the
let's
flowers climbed
oxygen.
onto
You
the
don't have oxygen.
yeah
Oxygen is coming from tree, from
yeah
flowers.
yeah. Well, if we cut down the trees, then that would be serious problems.
For
If
not just for us, because we are just for the rest of the planet. See,
yeah,
everyone is
and you
fighting
know
for
that the garden is right next to the car park, so and
exactly.
there's there's air vents in the garden. That's basically that's to release the carbon monoxide that's coming from the vehicles, and that's
Exactly,
going to
because the flat and this flat is right on the main street.
yeah
So if we don't have when you open the door, the window, some green
mm,
or trees or flowers to stop all this from the cars.
yeah from the pollution.
Asthma or
Yeah,
you get asthma anytime from
yeah,
now on.
yeah, exactly. And I have said to them that they need to put that
It's not
plant back.
healthy.
They need to put that plant back, and also they need to put the more plants on
You need to have
the
this
wall.
because to stop the oxygen, from the cars or this dusting,
Mm,
you can't stay with the door open, to be honest, or a balcony
yeah,
because of the dust from the cars is coming from the street.
yeah,
We don't have any more trees
yeah.
to stop.
Mm. Well, hopefully, when they listen to this,
Please,
they'll
anytime,
start listening.
anytime.
Yeah,
I'm
they'll
here
start
to.
listening to the residents rather than listening
That's my.
to the voices inside their heads telling them what to do. Well, thank you very much for this interview,
Thank you.
and this will
Just
go on with the other podcast. Like,
I'm always I want to say about this. So thank you very much for my opportunity to
thank
say.
you. Like, thank you.